Hi friends, today we are going to draw cute ice cream cones. It is summertime and it is my favorite time of the year where I could eat ice cream every day. So let's get started. I'm going to show you how to do one ice cream cone with it in ink and then another in pencil. There's two different ways that you can draw an ice cream cone. So this is the first way. We're going to start with a V shape. So what we'll do is we'll start about here on this side, just because I'm going to draw two different ice cream cones, but you can start anywhere on your paper. You'll bring this line down, make a slight curve at the bottom here, bring this up in the shape of a V to about right here, right across. And then what we'll do for the cone, we're going to start here, bring it over to touch the line, and then draw this line over to touch that one, like so. It's like a waffle cone. So what we'll do here for the ice cream, we're just gonna draw a curve. It's gonna be nice and fluffy. So one curve here, we'll start another curve right there off of that line, and the same here. And then for the top, we're going to make it curve over like a yummy, huge ice cream cone. And then we're going to bring that on down and curve it again and one more time to the bottom. And there we go. We have our ice cream cone. It looks really good. And next, we're going to draw lines. Let's add some details to the cone. So we'll start with some diagonal lines here, like so. And then we'll cross them with more lines going the opposite way. So again, diagonal lines here going all the way down the cone, like so. And then we're going to cross those lines going the opposite way. There we go. And with your ice cream, to make it cute, you can add any decorations you like. You can add a face, you can add a bow, you can add a hat, whatever decorations you like. This is your drawing. Have fun, be creative. You are the artiste, and so you can make it look however you'd like. And what I'm going to do, just to add a little bit to it, I'm just going to add a cute little face to the ice cream. So I'm going to add a eye here, just a circle, just color that in, one right across from it, like so. You can either leave it like this with just the eyes and a smile, or if you like, you can add lashes like this. I'm just adding 3 at the top. And there we go. And if you want to add sprinkles, you can do so. I'm going to add, in pencil, I'm going to add just these circle lines for the cheeks. That's usually maybe like a blush circle. So that'll be a little darker than the color of the ice cream, just to make it look like it's smiling and blushing. And I'm just doing this in pencil to make it lighter than the ink that I was using. And there's our cute ice cream cone. You can add sprinkles, you can add whatever you like. You can add a cherry to the top. There's so many different techniques, there's so many different ways, and I'm going to show you one other way to draw your very own cute ice cream cone. And the reason why I'm using a pencil is to show you how you can draw lines that help guide you with your drawing that can be erased later. So with this ice cream cone, we're going to draw it in a different way that actually shows all the lines for each step. And then I'm going to show you how I go in and erase it for the final look of my ice cream cone. That once I color it, you won't see those erased lines that I used to help guide me and help create the ice cream cone. So I start with a circle, and I'm going to add one more on top. Now, these aren't necessarily the size that I want, right? So what I'm doing next is I'm going to actually make this bottom one a little larger. It should actually be larger than the circle on top, or at the very least, the same size as the one on top. So when I started, it was a little too small, so I'm just going back over it, and I'm going back over both actually to make them just a little bit more prominent. Now I will go in and erase these additional lines that I just drew inside the circle. And so let's go ahead and add the cone. So I'm going to go down here. It's going to be about the same size as the one that we just drew. I want it to be the same shape, but it didn't come out right. So because I'm using a pencil, I can go back in and erase these lines and draw it again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this pencil, I like this line, so I'm going to go in here, I'm going to erase these lines that I do not want on the final look of my ice cream cone. I'm just going to erase those. Now, for an ice cream cone, when you put a scoop on top, I won't see the top of that bottom scoop. So I'm going to erase this top line of that bottom scoop, and we're going to keep the full circle of that top ice cream scoop. So I'm just going back over. This line is good. I'm going to go back over that with my pencil. Then I'm going to come to the bottom, just curve that a little bit more like I want it to look in the final drawing. And then I'm going to make this side a little bit wider. So I'm going to come out a little bit more to get more of that V shape. And we'll just go back up like that. And see, with a pencil, you can go back over it. You can erase. A lot of times it's a lot easier to draw in pencil. And so you can go back through and do that. And because I made the cone a little bit wider, I'm going to have to make this bottom scoop wider. So we're going to curve that around some more, bring that up some, like so. And we're going to erase these lines that we do not want in the final drawing. And then for this top scoop, I'm going to erase it. I'm actually going to get rid of it and draw it again. And we'll draw here, like so. Another scoop. It's a little bit bigger than the previous circle because that bottom scoop is a little bit bigger, so I made the top one bigger. And for the final piece, let's add a little cherry at the top. And what I'm going to do here for the cone, the same thing we just did on the other cone, we're going to draw our cone lines diagonal across and then back over it, going the opposite way. So let's go ahead and add a face. So with this face, we're going to make it just with 3 curved lines, almost like the lines that we use for our smiles. Let's just add these short curved lines, 2 for the eyes, 1 for the mouth. And then for this one, I'm going to go ahead. You don't have to add eyelashes, but you can, just like I did here. I added little blush circles for the cheeks. And then just to top it off, at the top, we're going to add these curved wavy lines for the chocolate sauce, and then a little stem for the cherry. And there you have it, 2 ways that you can draw your ice cream cone. And as I always say, have fun, be creative. There are no mistakes in art. And I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. Please give this video a thumbs up, share it with a friend, subscribe if you already haven't done so. And until next time, friends.